to start, the news about Amari Patrick going on loan to Wrexham. Just to explain why you decided to go with that.
I think it's a good move that suits both parties. From our point of view, we've seen progress in him this season in terms of how he's gone about things in training. He's up against tough competition in Dylan and Zali, and Remy, who have played out there, and we just feel that the next stage for him is getting regular game time, which I think if you look over his time in the last 2 years, he's not really had enough of. It's not a case of us throwing him away. I've spoken to him, sat him down and expressed that this is a move for him to get hopefully sort of like 6 or 7 games under his belt in the first month, and then we review it and go from there. And him getting into the habit of being on the starting 11, hopefully for 7 games or 6 games, whatever they've got in that period. We'll monitor it. We'll monitor his performances, and we'll have people watching him for sure. And hopefully, like you say, it brings him on another step further for us.
And playing for a National League side, and quite a big club at that level as well, be good for his development.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, we're delighted that he's gone there. It is a big club, that's for sure. And at this moment in time, their league position isn't great, but we're hoping that Amari will go there and rip it up for them as well and get them out of the danger that they're in. But they've got Dean Keats there who did a wonderful job there before he left to go to Walsall. So I'm sure that they'll rally for sure. And then, like I say, we'll monitor it very closely.
As far as your score at the moment, how's the mood been after Tuesday night?
The mood has been good. We went through the positives this morning. The only sort of like downside of it from our point of view was obviously not scoring on the chances that we created, and obviously the goal. But again, looking at the goal, it was an offside goal, but we took lots from it. The last couple of games that we've had have been both against League One opposition, and in my opinion, I thought we had done enough to win both games. Now, the learning process for us on that is that it's no good saying that you did enough. You actually have to do. So that's what we've worked on today, being more ruthless in both boxes and taking our chances. And the spirits are good, and they're looking forward to another good game on Saturday.
With both those games being against the League One team, that's where you ultimately want to be. Do you think that's helped give the players belief that it is a possibility to get promotion up to League One?
Well, it's something that we stressed going into both of those games, that you've got to test yourselves against the higher league opposition. And like I say, from my point of view, I thought we gave a good account of ourselves on all 3 games that we played in there. And so it should, and I certainly think it has with quite a lot of them, that it's whet their appetite to be in that environment on a more regular basis.
One sort of small plus to being out is that the Macclesfield game's now been moved to the Saturday. How big is that for you and your preparations and your planning going forward? Well,
I have to say Mark Harrison's worked his socks off with it, the club secretary, because it's been ongoing longer than a sort of like a Nadal Djokovic rally, to be perfectly honest. But it's now, I think they got to the stage where they said they could move it. It helps us for sure, because it means that we'd probably get back on Sunday late Saturday night, early Sunday morning from Plymouth, and then we would have had to go again against Macclesfield on that Tuesday. But with it getting put back now, it's certainly made it a lot more accommodating for us in terms of training as well.
Because now I believe between now and Christmas it's just Saturday games all the way through. How big is that for you?
Well, it's really important, because at one point, like you say, we were looking at a situation where we thought we would be going Saturday, Tuesday for 3 weeks, and I don't think there was going to be much consideration taken into where people were putting on fixtures. But like I say, Mark worked hard on that, and so it gives us, like I say, a chance to get in a good rhythm now of playing Saturday, and getting some good work in on the training ground as well.
Because it has been a bit bitty, but I suppose for the players now this is ideal. Yeah,
definitely. I think, like I said to you after the game, I think for the last maybe month now it's been a little bit bitty, and players like to get into a habit and get into a rhythm, and with the fixtures getting cancelled we haven't been able to do that. But now we've got all the focuses on the league, and then obviously now the fixtures have been sorted and we know where we are up until the start of the year now.
Going into Plymouth, how much do you think the Shrewsbury game will help just to get the cobwebs off? Yeah,
definitely. I said it after the game to you and to the players that it would be better for the game, and having seen them this morning, I think that's absolutely right. I think it was 10 days since we'd played, and it certainly showed in the first 10-15 minutes, as it did against Exeter. But now that that's out the way, we look forward to this game on Saturday now.
Yeah, what are you expecting from Plymouth at the moment?
A really good game of football. They will be right up there for sure. I think you look at what Ryan did last year at Bury under the circumstances, then gets himself a move, and they've started off well in terms of how they're playing and how he's going about it, and like I say, they will be there at the death, if not automatic.
3 weeks since your last league game as well, but it was 4 wins in 5 before that break. I mean, how big is it for you now to try and get the momentum going again?
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because that's exactly what we said to the players this morning. Because of the length of time that it has been since a league game, there is the chance that you lose sight of what good form we were in, or what good form we are in. So we've just reminded them today of that, and like I say, really excited going into this game now on Saturday.
In terms of the squad, has James Vaughan still come through training okay?
Yeah, it's quite remarkable. Like you say, 4 weeks ago, we had so many on the injured list, and fortunately for us today, Matty Palmer and Shane McCartan have joined in. Everybody's came through Tuesday's game, no problems at all. So we've gone from having youngsters on the bench or playing to actually now we're being really competitive and probably having to leave a couple out to travel.
So for Shay and Matty though, is this one too soon, or is it just easing them back in and training?
No, today was their first day back with us. We'll see how they are after today. It was tough for them. See how they respond to that tomorrow. But the plan is to have a full week's training with them, and like you say, now because we go Saturday, they presents us with an opportunity to put a practice match in where we can control how long they do actually play for.
Great stuff, thanks Gary.
No problem.
I was going to say, you said last presser that you would find it difficult to find matches to get injured players in. This gives you the opportunity now to really plan a schedule for them over the next few weeks.
We spoke with the players a couple of weeks ago about excuse me, having to deal with chaos and being prepared for that, and not having anything that happened come as a shock, and so the chaos has been taken away from us with the fixtures, and so now we can actually, like you just said there, put a good month's plan in for everybody, and then come the turn of the year excuse me, it'd be like signing new players, and that's what we need at this particular time, a little boost, and a fresh face comes in and joins back in training. That's exactly what it is.
And presumably that moves on then to the transfer window, where you can look and think, well, I've got these players coming back as well, I don't necessarily need to worry about that anymore.
I hope so. Like I say though, it's never quite as simple as that, but we've with the likes of Matty coming back and missing best part of 3 months now, he'll be like a new signing for us, the same as Jake Reeves. So we're happy with how it's progressing on that front.
And mentioning Jake Reeves, how is his rehabilitation?
I said it. I just left the office there, and he was there in front of me. And I said, "You're going to go and talk about Jake Reeves," and he went, "You never get bored of talking about me." Well, I didn't think you'd ask me a question about him, to be honest. But now that you have, he's going the right way again. And like I say, he'll be with us at the weekend. And then if he doesn't get involved in the weekend, as in getting on the pitch, then we'll certainly look to try and get a game organised next week, at the beginning of the week for him, so that he can continue his progress, because he's doing ever so well.
Cheers.
So about letting Amari go, did you have to sort of think about that in terms of your numbers up front, with Clayton being injured at the moment?
Yeah. And obviously with the likes of Shea coming back, we knew it was an opportunity for us. And then with the easing, if you like, of the fixture list,
that came into your thinking?
It came into a thinking, and then, like I say, it's quickly how it all changes, but I think it's a good thing for everybody.
And in terms of your striking numbers, as you say, Shea gets another 4 weeks training.
Yep.
Hopefully that extra number is replaced, in a sense.
Yes, yeah, definitely. And then, if we didn't think Shea was going to be with us for the next couple of weeks, we probably wouldn't have done it. But I think there's also a case of being right with the lad. Amari's been terrific in and around the place. He always walks in with a smile on his face. He's trained well. He just needs game time now, and this loan will certainly help him with that.
Yeah, and you said about obviously trying to get the team to be a bit more ruthless. Is that something that's a little niggle at you? The fact that it's almost holding back the results a little bit, in the sense of when the team are playing well, creating chances, you're probably not scoring the goals to just sort of show that performance at times.
Well, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because, like you say, we forget, like what we just said. We've won 4 out of the last 5. 4 out of the last 5. So I think just that nearly performance on Tuesday just distracts a little bit from what we actually achieved going into it. And I think our last game was in the league was Exeter at home, and we scored 2 and keep a clean sheet. So. We're not getting too distracted from the form that we're in the league, and it's been very good. And we've got, like I say, an opportunity on Saturday now to get back into the rhythm of league games.
And as you say, now that your season is mapped out for you a lot better, isn't it? I know it'd be great to still be in the cup competitions,
yes.
But at least you say it's the one target, and
and
you know when every game is now. It's not going to.
It's interesting. Some managers tell you to get out of the cup competitions as quick as you can. Some managers love the romance of a cup run. I'm in the stage of where I would have loved a cup run for sure, but they're the cards that we've been dealt now, and our main focus is the league, and that's what we've always started with at the beginning of the season.